There's another red.
Fur Life is proudly sponsored by Uncle Freddy's Gut Glove, The Buck Cage, Comstock Custom Cages, Dusk to Dawn Bow Fishing, Mountain View Guide Service, The Stealth Screen, The Raptor Razor, Night Owl Lures, Wolf Creek Products, J3 Outdoors, PCS Outdoors, Lennon Lures. Today's episode is brought to you by the Raptor Razor. Now let's go set some traps. In today's episode, Brian Flowers will be trapping with John Crawford and his son Aaron Edward William Crawford for fox and coyote and coon on the southeastern PA trap line. Aaron's been trapping since he's been 2 years old and is an avid hunter, trapper, and fisherman, as well as a great basketball star. So let's get on the line and see what they can catch.
Well, here we are with the next generation. This is our next spot here. You can see the barns right there. It's a crop change, little funnel. There's a little swale ends up going down this way, and that's what they're going to gravitate to. These lower edges, either high edges or low edges. And what do you think? This looks like a good spot, doesn't it?
Yep.
We got a couple. You're gonna put how many sets in? Put 3 sets?
Yep.
All right, that sounds good. We'll just see maybe a dirt hole and a flat set, and do something else. We can get creative and do something else. So, oh, let's get at it. Good, buddy. I get her from there. There you go. You got all?
Yep.
You got all 3 of them? Was that a set there too? It almost looks like a set here too.
No, I was digging.
You got dirt from there. Yep.
Yep.
Okay, you ready? Here's a better look at that spot we were just set them 3 sets. You can see just the way the lay of the land is, and we'll definitely get something there.
Okay, we're here with Aaron Edward William Crawford, and we got our first fox. Team Crawford.
Boom.
Boom. Got our first fox. Yesterday we set this place up. We got a dirt hole right there. Somebody caught a coyote around here somewhere, right here around this point. This is just a finger that comes up out of the woods here, and I believe it intersects with a creek, and it turns into a low spot here on the ditch. Goes up here to this barn. But it's a nice low spot. Foxes, again, coyotes come right up out of here. Let's go check him out, brother. Oh, he just tried to bark at you. Here, put that down. Let's go check him out. Watch, he might try to snip at you.
He's peeing.
He's peeing?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, good job. I better take care of him and then get on to the next place. Okay?
Okay.
Crawford's hands are shaking pretty good. That's a pup, Jim.
Yeah, I agree. Now that we got close.
Yeah.
Pretty though. Yeah, that's a young.
Okay, we're here with little Aaron, and we got a coyote down there. We're gonna go down there and check him out. Pretty good day already starting off. He was bouncing around there. You could see him pulling, jumping up and down. Gotta watch they don't jack a stake out. Look at that.
Enough, John. I'd say it looks like right here, John.
Okay, we're here with little Aaron and got our first coyote.
Today?
Yep, teamwork. You and I put the trap in, did the sifting, and put the lure bait in the hole. Nelson's bait and some spiked urine that I make. The location here is just the finger that comes up out. Comes right here to this point. What do you got to say for yourself, little Aaron? High five?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, let's get him taken care of. There's the great fox trapper. Having a hard time. He said it was a small fox. Come on, you're gonna miss breakfast. What are you gonna do when you have two of them down there?
What?
What are you gonna do when we have two of them down there, or have a 40-pound coyote?
I don't know.
Come on. Almost there. The great fox trapper, Aaron Crawford.
I'm gonna put this.
All right, let's go. Let's keep moving. Move it or lose it. Good thing you know how to have two of them.
Okay. Well, looks like we got something down there.
Yeah, it does. How about it, Aaron? We hooked up today, didn't we?
Yeah.
There he
There's
is.
the fox
That's a
out there
red.
bouncing.
That's a red. That's what we're looking for. Good.
That's pretty small for a fox, though.
Think so? We'll have to drive up here and see. Now, you notice a lot of these places I have set, you can check from the road or from behind the barn, and that's for efficiency. I run, a lot of traps. I want to be able to, every 3 days I'll check them up close,
Look how they blend right in.
Yeah, I mean, if I wouldn't have seen him from behind the barn,
Yeah.
it's a back foot catch, that's why.
And that's a nice size. That is a nice size.
It is, yeah.
That's a big. That's not a juvenile. Huh.
Let's go check him out.
All right. Well, we dispatched him. So what we're gonna do? Throw him in the trunk, huh?
Yep.
There you go. Go ahead, buddy. You get her? There you go. There you go. Good boy. All right. There you go.
Tails in the truck.
Yep. Yeah, don't do like I did. I had to run after one last week. All right, well here we are. You can see what we caught here. We're on a crop change. This is you got actually 3 fields come into one. It comes in like a T. And unfortunately it's a silver fox right here today, but it's still cool when you have kids catching stuff like that, huh? Pretty neat, huh? But yeah, and other than that, we have to remake it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna let him out and remake it, and then keep checking today. Hey, there, buddy. Oh, you too. Come here, come here, come here. He's all right once you get him up.
Don't make him bite me.
No, he won't bite you. Come on. There you go. No harm done.
I wanted to keep it.
You wanted to keep it?
No, I meant I wanted.
There you go. You see where it is? Oh, hold on. Here. You set a bunch of them, then you start setting everything the same. So that way you can automatically come in here and you know exactly where your pan is every time you set. Okay, good. And that way good. Nothing today.
No, wait, what's there?
Deuce. Huh?
Okay, that one's the one that's empty.
I think that was the one you made. Because you made one, I made one, and then all four of us made one.
It threw me off though because it almost looked like it was fresh.
Yeah.
So
that was your. All right. Well, here we are. We're pulling our traps today. We did nothing here. We did end up having we got 2 fox here earlier, and a possum, and a possum. So today there's nothing here, so we're pulling, and we're gonna wait till after deer season, maybe run the line back again, huh? But you can see here, there's the top of the knob. There's the woods right there. I mean, ideal crop change here with a tractor path. I mean, perfect place. Like I said, we got 2, but nothing today.
So we're off
That's
to
what
the
happens.
next place.
Off there you go. Well, like I was saying, this is a great way to get kids involved in it. They're relatively easy to maintain. Just bait them. You stick something on the bottom, something on these are Dukes. But right here we had 2, and usually what you do is you want to set at least 4 in one area, because once you catch this one and there's other ones with them, they'll smarten up and they'll stop.
yeah, I've had triples.
You might have to come back.
I've had triples here.
Yeah.
I've had triples here already.
Oh
at
yeah,
this
I mean
spot.
there's quads. You can get quads and stuff like that, but I'm saying if you don't get them all at the same time, they'll quit using them until you might have to leave for a couple weeks and come back and catch them. But
One thing you also want to
wise up.
do too is make sure you never ever get those where they can have a possible entanglement.
Yeah.
It's not too bad there with that on the forest floor, but like see this sapling over here, that sapling you don't want because they can wrap around there and then they depress that spring and slide out. So, all right, ready to dispatch this guy and then go on to the next place?
Yep.
Okay.
Take some pictures.
Okay, so here we're running today with Mr. Brian Flowers. Thank you for having us along.
Oh,
and Mr. Aaron Edward Crawford. And we did pretty good on fox and coon here.
Yeah.
Had a pretty good catch.
Yep.
What'd you think?
Oh, it was a good time.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Had a great time. It was always fun having a.
Aaron, how much fun did you have?
A lot.
Yeah? Did you learn a lot from Mr. Flowers?
Yeah.
Did you? Well, we made sure the animals got taken care of.
Yep. That's what we're gonna do right now, huh?
Gonna do some skinning. Yep.
Do some skinning and get them taken care of.
Yep. That's what it's all about.
Yep.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, a good day on the fox line here with Mr. Aaron Crawford. We were out and we had a double on foxes, 2 side by side. I think we got a picture of that. Pretty good day, huh? Mm-hmm. Yep. Do you remember what lure we used for this? I think we used the canine call and some fox urine to catch both these, right?
Yeah.
We got 1 adult and 1 little one. One pup. It's pretty exciting driving up there and seeing 2 of them bouncing around. Mm-hmm. And we weren't sure how long they were there and stuff. I guess they were only there for 1 day. And yeah, so I guess we gotta get these guys skinned, right?
Yep.
All right, let's get to it. Okay, Mr. Aaron Edward William Crawford. So we're on this farm here, and you reminded me, what did we catch here when we were trapping?
We thought we caught a wolf, but we actually caught a dog.
Caught a dog, but the dog was released unharmed by the farmer, right?
Yeah.
Didn't have any problems with his foot, and he went home happily ever after. And we did end up going trapping other places, and we caught our first coyote, right?
Yep.
I think we're going to show that here on this video with Brian. And we also caught a fox, and we had a good time trapping with Brian Flowers, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we did. So that's what it's all about, is good times and good friends and keeping a population of the wild animals healthy, right?
Yep.
Right. All right, let's get checking some more traps and stay out in the outdoors, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Aaron, have you ever caught a coyote?
Yeah.
Yeah? When did you catch one? This
On
week,
Friday.
wasn't it? Yeah.
Friday.
How big was it?
About this.
Yeah, that's a good sized coyote. Yeah. Yeah, this is a nice fox, isn't it?
Mhm.
That's a nice, I weighed that fox, it was 15 pounds. It's one of the bigger ones that I've ever caught.
Pretty soft.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, here we are in southeastern Pennsylvania. We stopped to see the legendary Dick Atkins, one of the well-known mink and fox trappers here in the southeast. Just going to ask him a few questions here and see what is your best, what's your favorite set
For fox?
for fox?
For
Yeah.
fox, most anything with a hole. I use 3 holes, 2 holes, a big dirt hole, a small dirt hole.
Mhm.
I have a 36-volt drill that I use with a 2-inch bit mostly.
Mhm.
I can drill a trap bed in with it as well as the hole in about 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And that expedites a lot.
Putting a lot of traps out. It's,
Yeah.
You
I
need
never
to
have
save
more than
time.
about 40, 50 out at a time.
Uh-huh.
That's much as I want to run in half a day, and then
There you
go
go.
home and play with them, get them skinned out, and
Yeah, to get and take care of, right?
yeah, taken care of.
Yeah.
It still leaves me a little time for life.
There you go.
But
Yeah.
I've been using triangle set the last couple of years. It was developed by a fellow named Red Edmond from Tennessee. He was an instructor out of Furtakers College, and he called it his cafeteria set.
Okay.
Because what you do is you have 3 different holes with a trap set in the middle. Some people call it a compass set, a North Star set, different things. But anyway, you have a different food lure in each hole.
Mhm.
Or Mark June uses the same setup with 3 different urines,
Yeah.
bobcat, coyote, and fox. And the other year, when I saw him do it for the first time, was NTA convention out in New York, up at Hampton, I think it was Hampton, New York. Anyway, he did his regular demo, the regular coyote demo. At the end of it, after you might say everybody was walking away, he says, if you have a real problem coyote, here's the way to catch him.
Mhm.
And he proceeded to make the triangle set.
Yep.
And 3 different urines. He said the next day you'll have your coyote.
Yep.
He's pattern shy, he's dirt hole shy, but he will come to investigate those 3 different smells.
Yep. Now you're putting the trap right dead
Right
center
in the middle.
and the
right-
3 focal
right-
points.
Yep.
You know, I was
I use about 14 inches apart,
okay.
an equilateral triangle with the trap
Yep.
right in the center.
Yep.
I demoed that at the PA convention, and I demoed it out at the Iowa convention this summer.
Uh-huh.
And one fellow out in Iowa said that my demo was worth the trip to the convention.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course,
I was
did my
with the,
tabletop mink demo too.
Mhm.
I've done that at PTA and NTA and Fur Takers and out to Iowa. I guess 4 or 5 conventions I did the tabletop demo for mink. Because I can demo a lot of things without having to even get a boot in the water. Everything is tabletop. And
That's
it's
nice.
just show and tell.
That's nice.
And everybody gets the idea without having to get into a fancy pool there and get a boot full of
It's
water.
a deadly set too.
And you can't make a pocket set in a rubber rolled demo place.
Yeah, right.
pond.
Exactly. Yep. Yep.
So anyway, that was my favorite setup for that. Of course, for beaver caster set, I go 18 inches out, which is fingers to the elbow. You're
Yep.
the beaver guy, and then I got down. Here's where the trap is.
Yep.
A length down from below my elbow,
Mhm.
the bank. Now when he comes in, he breasts, drops his hind legs down into the trap, and you got him. I like a hind leg catch.
It is a little stronger.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yep. I've noticed that. Yep.
Yeah.
So Dick, how'd you actually get started?
Well, I was about 10 years old and lived in the edge of Lancaster City. And there was an old quarry there that had a lot of material dumped in it, garbage, trash and stuff, and rats were all over the place, rat holes. So we were trapping the rats and we started catching some weasels. I guess we're chasing the rats. At that time, Pennsylvania had a $1 bounty on weasels. So I think I made all of $5 or $6 that year. That got me started.
Get you hooked.
Then I discovered muskrats and finally caught a couple of them. And my dad showed me how to make a blind set behind a stump. Then I started catching muskrats at that spot. And then it progressed from there. When I was 14, Paul Failer from the Pennsylvania Game Commission came down to Lancaster to demo a dirt hole set. And it was on a weekday, and I was 14, so my mom let me take off school to go see how to catch a fox. So we spent the afternoon watching how he made this set, and when everybody left, we dissected that thing, how deep, how long, how whatever. And we kept going back there every day after school until it was washed away by the rain, and we didn't catch a fox. So anyway, then when I was 19, Mark Schatzberger was a big local trapper here, 400 a year guy, and his picture was in the paper where he caught a white gray fox down in Smithville, Snyder Hollow, and he had his picture in the paper, so I knew where he lived. So on the grounds of that, I went to visit him and told him what I wanted to do, and he says, yeah, everybody wants to catch foxes. He says, every time I teach somebody, I lose all my farms, so I'm not teaching anybody anymore. I said, okay. Well, about a week or so later, I guess he changed his mind. He asked me to ride up to the mountains with him to his brother's place with a pack of dogs that a friend had and chase a bobcat. Okay, so we went up there, about 6 inches of snow on the ground, and we walked all over that mountain. We didn't see a bobcat all day or anything, but we did find fox tracks. So we started following fox tracks, and you could see where the fox had bedded down at the base of a tree. Nice oval ring that he burned through the snow. Had his nest right there. And then he got up and he walked over 10 feet and peed. Mark walked over and grabbed a handful of yellow snow and said, here, smell that. So I did. And he says, that's a male fox. Female smells different. I said, okay, that was part of my education. So then it went on from there, and we went and dug out dens that spring. And then when the puppies got bigger, then we started to live trap them for the fox hunter market.
Okay.
And also a $4 bounty. If you had a broken leg, you had a $4 bounty. If you had 4 good legs, you had a $20 bill. So that was how I got started into fox trapping. And when I was 25, then I got hired by the Health Department of Virginia to trap in the rabies program. The fellow that I replaced was Chuck Dobbins. And he quit because they kept sending his paychecks to him out in the motel somewhere where his wife was in Ohio waiting to get paid. And so he didn't like that, and there was other situations going on, so he quit, and Blank came up to the PTA convention and interviewed different guys, and I got hired. So I went down, I spent a month down there, and that was all I wanted, living out of a suitcase.
Yeah.
So I quit and came home. Got 43 foxes in a week down there. It's cold rolling with 20 traps, 25 traps, something like that. We're supposed to keep 30 traps in the ground every day for 21 days. At the end of 21 days, then you go to another county.
Okay.
And there's 7 trappers in the county. They divide up the county map into 7 sections, and each guy gets a piece of it. So then you're responsible for trapping that area for 3 weeks. And that pretty well knocks them down. In the 3rd week, I didn't catch any foxes. So that pretty much knocked them off. So beyond that, then, over the years, I've just trapped in the winter for my vacation time that I had. I was married, had a full-time job, and had finally had 3 weeks vacation, and when I was able to take 3 weeks vacation, we'd hammer them pretty good. And one year we had 140 coon, 400 muskrats, 50 foxes. I guess that was all we trapped, really, that 3 items. We didn't have any mink here at that time. Mink only showed up in the last 20-some years. But now we have a good population.
The Hague Spring Clip by J3 Outdoors. Simple, fast, efficient.
Fur Life is proudly sponsored by Uncle Freddy's Gut Glove, The Buck Cage, Comstock Custom Cages, Dusk to Dawn Bow Fishing, Mountain View Guide Service, The Stealth Screen, The Raptor Razor, Night Owl Lures, Wolf Creek Products, J3 Outdoors, PCS Outdoors, Lennon Lures. Today's episode is brought to you by the Raptor Razor. Now let's go set some traps.